Hey, everybody, welcome to Writing Sprint Thursdays. I'm your host, Hank Garner, as um, nearly every Thursday. So happy to have all of you with us today in the chat, buzzing as usual, which I absolutely love. I posted the link to Sprint number one earlier, but I'm going to post it again just in case it has scrolled past with everything going on. Who all do we have in today? Hello, NJ. Good morning as well. Hello, Rachel. Hello, Athena. Let's see, Elena. Who else do we have in here? Rachel, Athena, Elena. AR, good to see you. Oh, let's see. Who else do we have in here? Shelly joining us today. I am flying solo today, and I love having a co-host during sprints, but one thing when you have a co-host is you miss all the great stuff going on in the chat, and you know, I didn't want you guys to feel like y'all were doing this all alone. Hello, Bon. Uh, Natty. Um, Correct me if I butchered your name. I apologize. Shelly Zarintha. Let's see. Ash Pash. Hello, Ashley. So, what are we working on today, guys? I'm kind of doing some rough drafting, some pre-drafting, if you will, on my book that I'm working on um, for this fun 60-day challenge. And hope you guys are working on yours as well. Post in the chat what you're working on, and let's talk about it today in the breaks. Let's see, Brianna, hello, or Brianna, not sure. The Jeff Jen is here. Hello, Jen. Let's see, who else do we have here? Such a lively group today. It's more like nutty. Let's see. Shelley said so many subplots, working on weaving them together so they all are interdependent. Oh, what a fun challenge. Rachel says vampire story I'm hoping to do a series out of. Vampire stories uh, are one of those things that will come in and out of favor with traditional publishing, and there'll be times where every book that's published feels like it's a vampire book, and then someone will write a vampire book and they can't get it sold because traditional publishing says no, we're not into vampires right now. But what I've learned from a lot of indie authors is that if you write vampire stories that readers love, vampires are always in vogue. So I love to see um, new vampire stories coming out. Ashley says, I'm going to just write random fanfics because my brain can't focus. I have a feeling if this post continues the way it is, then I'm not going to be able to focus on my novel. Well, I am so sorry. I hope that you write your way out of it. You can use Bernadette, but hello, Bernadette. My apologies. Um, Rachel's, I'm doing it with time travel too. I love a great time travel story. They're, uh, you know, some people, you know, don't like. I love time travel just in just about any form that it takes. Whether there's a machine that allows you to time travel, or someone has a secret power, or even if it's just kind of an out of body experience. Yep, says I'm writing time for too. Hello, Rosalinda. Glad you could join us. All right, guys, I'll see you on the other side of this 20-minute sprint, and we'll talk some more. All right, everybody. That's our first sprint in the books. Be sure to uh, copy all of your words and paste them into sprint number 2 if you're going to continue with what you've written. Remember, wordsprints.org saves your words for about 24 hours. So make sure you're backing those up and get those saved. I'd like to welcome someone who's new to our group, Just Right, with Jody Jean Daniels. Is it okay if we just call you Jody? It's so good to have you here with us. So happy to see you. Um, let's see. Rosalinda popped in just as we were starting. Marilyn, good to see you. Glad to have you here with us. Let's see. Susan, late but here. We'll join on the next sprint. Working on subplots for book 2 of my new adult fantasy series. Love it. Stephanie got 427, Elena 192, Rachel with 171, 333 for Zarintha, Aaron 95, Ashley 591, Rosalinda got 294, Danny with 238. Bond says no words, but DNS propagation of my new author site is in progress. Awesome. Glad to hear that. Brianna with 401. Yeah, Jody is great. Awesome. Glad to have you with us, Jody. We do this every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at 11:30 a.m. Central Time, which is where I'm at, 12:30 Eastern Time, and then you can adjust for whatever time zone you're in. I host every Thursday. Let's see, Doug hosts every Wednesday, and Abby hosts every Tuesday. I think I have that right. I'm here every Thursday. Doug and Abby, they're here as well, Tuesday and Thursday, I believe. But someone will correct me, I know. Let's see. Athena says no words, but I finished my antagonist character profile. That's all important work. And in October, which we have a week left of, this is when we should be working on that stuff, that, solving all of those problems so that when November gets here and we are sprinting through the month, we have all those questions answered. So congrats to you for working on the important stuff ahead of time. Natty 493 of just free writing about my Dabble challenge story. Excellent. Janasha Patel 311 on a bus commute. Amazing. So are you writing on your phone, on your laptop, tablet? How are you accomplishing that? I'd love to hear what your specific setup is. So fun. NJ with 339, AR 237. NJ says YouTube will also tell you what time it will be for you if you don't want to do the math. Absolutely. On your phone. So fun. I will use Dabble on my phone and or wordsprints.org. And it's once you kind of get in the rhythm of using the keyboard, especially if you have a good predictive text keyboard, that not that you're having it feed you words, but that you can kind of swipe around and it learns that makes it so much better. I do know a lot of people that will use their phone and use voice typing. And if you use voice typing a lot, like for text and things like that, it learns kind of, how you speak and things like that, and gets better and better as you use it. Jen, there's the link. If I didn't post it, I apologize, but there's a link to sprint number 2. Also, at the top of your sprints, you should see a link there, which will link you to the next one. So anyway, if you copy your words in from the last sprint into this one before the timer starts, then it doesn't go against your new word count. So I pasted in 766 words and it says I have a 0 word count. That's tracking what's coming up. All right, guys. We'll see you in 20 minutes. Good luck. All right, everybody, that's sprint number 2 in the books. Be sure to copy your words and paste them. Doggone it. Paste them into the next sprint so that you can carry over your project with you. And yes, I'm going to post a link to sprint number 3 before I forget and get carried away with something else. There's the link to sprint number 3 should be popping up here as we go. All right. How'd everybody do? I got 400 words that time, but, I was working in my Dabble project, working out some, doing some character profiles and stuff because I was motivated to do that. Thanks to whoever posted that they were. I can't remember now, but that motivated me to go over and do that. So thank y'all. Stephanie 421 that time. Congratulations. Natty, unfortunately, I've got to go. Life intruding. Have a great morning. Well, so glad you could join us. And apparently you're not here to hear that. So, but anyway. Hello, Sarah. Good to see you late to the party, but here we're so happy to have you as always. Let's see, what else did I miss? Stephanie 421 that time, Ashley 515, Brianna 555. Don't you love those repeating numbers? Rachel 114. Danny 232, consistent. Hey, consistency gets you across the line. Bond says no words, but WordPress is installed and I've updated PHP. Things coming along. Congratulations. When your site is up, be sure to share a link with us in here. Love to go check it out. Rosalinda with 207 words. Let's see. What am I missing? I scrolled my list and I lost my place. So sorry. Keep posting your comments and your words, everybody. I promise I'll catch up in just a second. Sarah, not bad for half a sprint, 247. Absolutely. Jen was 645. AR with 200. Jen was 674. Boom. Love it. NJ with 423. Good showing, NJ. Jagansha 218. Not bad for on your phone. Love it. Marilyn with 536. NJ says I'm destined for odd numbers. It happens. It happens. Sorrentha, not quite as many, 145. That's 145 words that you didn't have before. So, take it as a win. That's what I do. Right after writing sprints at 1 o'clock Central Time or 2 o'clock Eastern Time, we have our weekly Q&A show where Doug and I, and fingers crossed that Abby's going to be able to join us. She was out sick yesterday, and I think she's trying to recover today. So everybody send some happy healing thoughts to Abby, and we hope that she'll be able to join us today. We love it when it's the three amigos, and we'll see how that turns out today. But me and Doug for sure, and I'm probably 80% sure that Abby will be there, and but we just hope she's okay. Susan said got little work done. Well, at least it's a little, Jignasha, thank you for joining us. Sorry you got to go, but thank you for joining us. Got a good crowd here today. Anybody working on your November writing project? If so, post a little one-sentence description of what your book's going to be, and let's try to share the love around and get folks hyped up for our novels. Mine is a small town murder mystery, and it's a story that I've had in my mind for the better part of 10 years, and I've wanted to write it, and I think I finally cracked the code on what my end is for the stories. Looking forward to it. All right, sprint number 3, folks. Let's get those words in, and we'll catch up on the other end. And keep posting your descriptions, or we'll read them after this one. Thanks. All right, everybody. That's our 3 writing sprints. Thank you so much for joining us. I see all of your comments there. I'm going to catch up on them in just a little bit. I just skimmed over, and you guys are the most creative people I've ever known, and I love seeing all of the projects coming out, and uh, the amazing stuff that comes out of your brains. I love it so much. Thank you all for joining us. I'm going to dip out real quick because we've got another show starting in 15 minutes, and I've got to prep for that. So thank you all for joining us. We will be back on Tuesday with writing sprints Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then we have a Q&A show in 15 minutes on the same channel. So please join us there. Bring we've got some topics to talk about, and bring any questions that you have, and we're going to get into it. Lots of great stuff coming up. Don't forget November. Everything that we're doing in October, we ramp it up in November. So it's going to be so much fun. Thank you all for joining us. I love being here with you guys. We'll see you in just a few minutes. Thanks.